And my nose will probably
You're muted?
Oh, good morning,
Good
Cheryl.
morning.
Hey, cheers
I guess
to
we
you.
put her on mute. I needed to go get that mug. I've got something. I've got one of those mugs that say
I'm muted.
I need to be muted or something.
Coffee
Good
and
morning.
Cheers.
Hola, bonita.
Hola.
Hola, bonita.
Oh, hola.
Bonitas out
¿Cómo
there.
están? Muy
Bien, bien, bien. Muy bien. Well,
Bien,
muy
y tú?
tired.
Or is
I
that
don't know.
French? I get my French and Spanish like combined. This is Cheryl Ann, and I'm irisforcier.
There we go.
I almost said the wrong podcast. We are Coffee and a Podcast.
I know,
and
I have
we
to watch that.
Are on episode 16. Unbelievable. We are slaying. You know, we are just killing it here.
Yeah, not people.
No.
I have a machete right over there if you want.
Oh, let me wheel
Bring it
that. No. I
gosh.
keep staring over at one of your hand towels in the middle because I think I have the same exact one.
Oh my gosh.
And I like...
You like what?
I'm like, my hand towel's here.
Well, and I'm so neurotic because I bought them thinking that was the outside, right? That's actually the inside.
Oh, really?
And because the tag
maybe it's
is
not the same,
on the
but-
outside,
Yeah.
but then I like it so much because it matches with the.
I
You guys
do
can't see
too.
what we're talking about.
Right.
This lovely towel matches my stove and refrigerator and microwave.
But
So,
wait,
yeah.
let's back up to the word neurotic. Because I was like...
Back up the train.
I have insomnia right now for some reason.
We are both gonna be like giddy through this because we're both
like
so tired.
punch drunk.
Yeah, punch drunk is sure.
Because I took a nap before bed, which I shouldn't. I couldn't help it. I was so tired. And then I woke up and I was awake till 3 a.m. And then I'm laying there and every thought that came into my mind, let me Google that. And then I'm like, am I in an existential crisis? No, I'm not. I just have insomnia. Oh, and then I was like, neuroticism, neurotic. Do neurotic friends make friends with other neurotics? Like, I went down every rabbit hole. Yep, and that's where I've been, people.
Birds of a feather flock together. Here we are. Why do you think we're doing a podcast?
Yeah, two neurotics.
Oh my God, you're too funny. You're too funny.
But good neurotic. Good in a good way.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, people. I'm going to be like drinking coffee like crazy.
She's kind of sleepy. I thought I was
really
sleepy. I had to drive here. Were you kidding?
Yeah. Well, the weather really affects me, unfortunately. So, our weather's been beautiful.
Well,
and crappy.
if
beautiful
the
and
weather
crappy.
really affects you, maybe we should get you in a little airplane and fly you up over the clouds so that you can see that there's actually blue skies above these rain clouds.
That's true.
Maybe
you need to tell my brain that. Hello, there's blue sky up there. Come on.
We just need to get you in a plane and let you experience this.
No,
because then you'll be like, oh.
That's very interesting. Well, it's the pressure that changes and gives me the barometric pressure and gives me
I've worked with people with that and it's really sad.
It's
Oh, you know what affected me was that
I love this color, by the way. It looks so beautiful on you.
Thank you. I like the sleeves.
That's fun. I like because
I like to cover my little wings. But no, I like the what was that we just had with all the electric?
Oh, the magnetic storm.
Magnetic.
Our personalities are magnetic.
The magnetic storm. Anyway, I actually got a headache last weekend. I think it was from it because I was like, I'm sitting in the car and I was like, we went for Mother's Day.
I was really connected to that. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that was,
And all of a sudden I felt like I had sunstroke.
Ooh,
and Piper
I know what that
is.
feeling is.
My
That's
daughter,
not good.
She got really sunburned, like really fast.
Wow.
And I was like, how did you burn? Like, all we did was go to breakfast, step out.
You can, so easy.
And she did. Her scalp was burnt, her face and her chest. I was like, what? And me, I just felt heat stroke. I felt like I was having heat stroke.
That's not good.
It was kind of weird. It was like, where did this come from? I feel like
there was
I had heat stroke in my past.
I have too. So it's very dangerous.
Very scary. Yeah, anyway. So
there was, I don't know, it was a very cool feeling in the air. And I don't know, I just really connected with it. It was just, it was just really cool. Yeah, connected. Because I'm connected, to Mother Nature, obviously.
Yeah.
With my brain. So, no, I found it
affected me, I think, in a headache way.
Well, I did have a headache, but it just was, it was like a warm hug to me. It was
too warm, people.
Well,
it was too warm.
It was just like peaceful and just beautiful, and just like someone was just like, oh, a long loving hug. You know,
if she's ever abducted by aliens, it might be good, because she'll be like, I come in peace.
Oh,
peace.
Oh my God.
Give me a warm
no problem. I was gonna say, oh my God.
I'm banging around today. Okay.
No, it's funny. Okay. So I'm gonna lead in. I got my little person, and we'll get ready to get through this.
I thought we had a nice, like intro.
Yeah, we did. It's
what are you doing today?
I am gonna. Well, I'll lead in with this.
Okay.
And
take it away.
Do you ever hear that famous it's a saying, I guess. Que sera?
Ha, my favorite.
Which means, that's Spanish, whatever will be. So it's que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.
I love that song.
Anyway, that is because that's coming to you. Sorry, froggy voice. That's coming to you from Doris Day.
Oh, I loved her.
Doris Day. I did not know how much she did in her career. I mean, she was amazing, just totally amazing. Yeah. And she made that song famous. That's one of her number one hits, and she actually used that in several movies.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
So I want to go back and watch her movies now.
Oh, now look at, because I actually went on YouTube. And there was this guy, and he did a great job commentarying. I mean, I should have had him on the podcast instead of me. Going through each movie, like her top 10. Yeah. And this is who we're talking. This is a younger picture of her. That's Miss Day. Doris Day. And
she was so
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
As they would say back then, a bombshell.
A bombshell.
And
she was like Marilyn Monroe. Many,
and her, well, I'm sure you'll get into it, but there's not many actresses or singers today that have that purity, that innocence.
Which is funny you say that, because she actually, that's one of her quotes. She did not like that she was like the goody two shoes.
Oh, really?
She had that persona. Yeah, it frustrated her.
Well, I thought she had turned down a role though, because it was too risque, so I thought I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a quote in there I'll read to you that, well, I could just go right into it now. So she goes, I'm tired of being thought of as Miss Goody Two-Shoes, the girl next door, Miss Happy-Go-Lucky. Yeah. Because when you get into that, you get pigeonholed into your persona, and it takes, I'm trying to think, like, Jack Nicholson's a great one where he can do like any character.
His range.
You know what I mean? His range. I would put even Keanu Reeves in there. I mean, there's just people that can they can go to in happy romantic rom-coms, as they call them. Or they could go into like Alfred Hitchcock, crazy people.
That was not her thing. Or?
I think people, from what I gathered, really loved her in the romantic comedies because she did them so well. And I was going through and watching these snippets of her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have like a Doris Day marathon because she was amazing. She actually, her name, she was born Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff.
Wow.
So, German. She was born April 3rd of 1922, and she died May 13 of 2019. So not very long ago. No. And she actually lived to 97.
That's really. And if we live to 97, it's going to be a bloody miracle.
A miracle. And a squirrel between these two, because with that, when she was 95, her real birth certificate showed up. So people, I don't know why people are so weird. So. I don't mean that in a bad way, but journalists were checking her out. I don't know why, but they actually found her real birth certificate, and she was born in 1922, not 1924. She always thought she was born in 1924.
How could you not know? I mean, she was with her parents.
I'm not sure I have a friend.
Oh, maybe she didn't want to be 2 years older in the industry.
Or maybe that's I don't know.
No, because I
what
mean,
happened.
come on, you have like she was with her mom.
It could be the way the spelling was, because I have a friend. He was born December. Well, he thinks it's December 1st.
Right.
Whatever year, but then because where he was born in a foreign country, they switch things. So he doesn't know if his birthday is 12/1 or 1/12. You know how?
Yeah.
Like it could be January 12th or December 1st.
Oh, that's
so
tricky.
it could be like a typo. It could have been something, but so
that's
she
weird.
Yeah, so that was just kind of an interesting fact.
I mean, that's weird. I'm just gonna say that's weird.
It's crazy. So she's known as an actress and a singer, and my source is Wikipedia. And so Wikipedia has a way that they bounce it out, and I decided this time that I was just going to run with the way Wikipedia
did it. We got to start donating to Wikipedia.
Yeah, the way they broke it all down. So she did have 4 spouses. Her very first one was very abusive, and the sad thing is she was pregnant at the time, and he wanted her to have miscarriage. So he was deliberately trying to. No, she didn't have miscarriage. Thank goodness. Yeah. She was able to deliver Terry Melcher. Yeah. That's her one and only son. And so she does talk about that. I mean, that she does have, I was trying to figure out how many books. It looked like she's done playwrights. She's done her own autobiography. And it's looking like about 14. I didn't focus on that. I'm more focused on, she's called the triple threat. So this woman can sing, she can dance, she can act. Well, she's actually 4. And she's beautiful. Yeah. And she was known in the industry as being just a very good-hearted soul. Yeah. People loved working with her, and they talk about her being just such a natural talent. I mean, it just kind of gives me goosebumps because I would like to have met her. I mean,
I would have as well. Her energy must have been incredible.
Yeah, it's really cute. So as I'm just gonna kind of scroll on and off through this. So what reminds me of when she did her very first a film, and that one was I have it over here. Want to make sure I had it right. It was Romance on the High Seas, and that was in 1948. So when she that long ago,
I've got to go see that. I've got to pull that out.
Oh, so the funny thing with that is 2 things. When she didn't realize that she that they really want, because she's like, I don't act, I can't. I need to go take acting lessons, and they're like, no, please don't. You'll screw yourself.
Really?
Yeah. And the funny thing is she actually hung up on the people because she didn't believe that they wanted her for the role. She's like, I'm not an actress, I'm a singer.
Right.
So why would you want me? And then she's like, she didn't like seeing herself on the screen test things. And she's like, no, I need to go get acting lessons. And they're like, no. And then the funny thing is with all the group, because she's young, so you're great. She's great at fast math. She's born in 22 and it's 48.
She's 26.
Yeah. So she's younger, and she goes, so what part of the sea, where are we going out to sea? Because she's never acted before. She didn't know that there was sets and all this. And everybody, I guess, just burst out laughing, going, okay, sweetheart, it's right here in our... I know. I loved it. I connected with her instantly in that moment.
She was young and didn't know. That's
so
cute.
Everybody just burst out laughing, and she was kind of like, what? It's like a little squirrel moment. So the cool thing about her, oh my gosh, she, and then I'm going to go into the early years with her, but she got to be in the movies with amazing men and women. So imagine yourself alongside Clark Gable.
Oh, dreamy, yes.
Yeah, Cary Grant, James Cagney, David Niven. She worked with Ginger Rogers, of course, Jack Lemmon, Frank Sinatra, Kirk Douglas, Lauren Bacall, Rod Taylor. She also was with, what's his name? The guy from...
she was also with Rock Hudson.
Well, yeah, no, Rock Hudson, and what's his name? He's in here. He was the guy that was on Odd Couple.
Jack Lemmon? No,
not Jack Lemmon. He was
Oscar.
Oh my gosh, Oscar. Who the heck was
Felix,
he? Who the heck was he? Well, we'll come back to that. We'll scroll to that. And did I say James Gardner? No. I mean, oh my gosh, Those guys are legendary actors.
Well, she's pretty legendary.
So amazingly handsome, and she loved working with all of them. Yeah. Rock Hudson was her absolute favorite.
Yeah.
And they said the chemistry, she could pull chemistry with every single man.
Oh my God.
So, Rock Hudson.
When is her birthday? Is she an Aries? That's because
April 3rd.
Yeah.
So she's an Aries.
Yes, of course she could. Those Aries women have a way about them.
Yeah, she was so brilliant.
Yeah.
So imagine all those people,
nice.
That you get to do that.
That's amazing.
So we're going to go back in time.
Okay.
So she's 15 years old, and she started, prior to that, her mom and dad her dad is a music teacher.
Wow.
And her mom's a homemaker. So I could get into their names, but they're over here. But I just like to focus on the person. So, and then she had 2 siblings.
She did?
Yeah, she had one that died. He was only a year before she was born. And the other one, I want to say he didn't live maybe he was 30 or something. He didn't live a very long life. So it's really, really sad that, it's in here. Very, very sad that, so she was the only girl.
Right.
So with the music, the dad doing music, of course she loves music.
Yeah.
But she loves to dance. And she was a really good dancer.
I did not know that.
So at 15 years old, she's getting ready. Her and her partner, they're that good that they're going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're packing up. They're going to Hollywood. Someone wants them. They're going to do a thing.
I did not know that.
And she gets into a train car accident.
No.
And both of her legs are broken.
Oh.
So this is the weird thing with fate, people. I mean, she did end up dancing later in life.
Right.
I mean, she still, if you watch her, man, that woman can move. But, so now there's no Hollywood.
Yeah.
3 years it's taken her to recover. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, that's when she's listening to music. Mm-hmm. And she starts singing. And that's when she starts going, I think I kind of have an okay voice,
So maybe
and then
in some weird
it's
way.
Divine. It's weird how things like that happen.
Right.
So because she was going to go on and to
develop that talent.
To just, the dancing,
Yeah.
And then now she becomes singing.
Right.
And then she gets snapped into their, in doing acting. And that's where she was what are you guys talking about? You want me for a movie? Mm-hmm. I'm a singer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, Miss Day, you are more than that. So you're like, well, her name's Doris Marianne Keppelhoff. Mm-hmm. So where did they come from? So that's actually from a song, Day to Day, that she sang.
Day by Day?
Day by Day. Yeah, Day by Day.
I don't know.
Day by Day. No, Day by Day. And they're like, her last name was too long to be on a marquee, too complicated.
Yeah.
Doris Day.
Because
they loved the way she sang that song. So that's how she became Doris Day. And she was actually named Doris after, and I should have wrote this down, she was after a famous actress. And what is that actress's name? It's, when I come to it. So she was a famous actress, and her parents named her...
look at that.
Oh, I know. The pictures of her are just a bit... Look at Crosby. Look at her there.
I didn't understand that was Bob, though.
Bob.
I didn't know who Bob was. I knew who Bing...
Bob, but I think he goes by Bing.
Oh, Bob was Bing?
Bob Bing Boo, Bing Bong Boo.
I did not know that.
We're looking at...
who's Bob?
Yeah, we're looking at, different, pictures of her.
I gotta Google that.
Calamity Jane, when she was in Calamity Jane. This is one of the iconic pictures that I know her of. This is an iconic picture of her. Look at her.
Oh, I know.
She's with John Denver.
I know.
On the Doris Day Today Show.
Yeah.
Not her with John Denver. I mean, this gal had... Now I got all my pictures out of order. That's okay. So, so that's how she got her name. Mm-hmm. So very, very cool that way.
Very cool.
So she has... It's kind of funny the way Wikipedia does it, though, because they talk about all of her words and everything. Mm-hmm. I guess just maybe a quick little summary. But she won lots of awards because she actually had 650 songs plus that she had recorded.
Wow.
It's in here.
No, that's too many.
No, it's not.
Who could do that? That's a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it.
You know who did more than that? It was like 1,000. Juan Gabriel.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, how do you
even do all of that?
The time, like,
I know.
10 at a time. So that would have mean 60 times.
I mean, I don't know how you,
right?
you
I mean,
get
think
to,
about the math.
She's recorded over 650 songs in 20 years, from 47 to 67.
So if we did the average of that, I just have to, because it's like
it sounds This is saying how extraordinary. So I'll tell you.
Yeah. So she
32 songs a year.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could do that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Easy peasy. No.
Okay. I mean, we're only on episode 16. But, okay, and there's 4 weeks in a month, most of them. Yeah.
But
so
she could have recorded, like, in one day, she could have done, like, a couple songs a day.
True.
So, she could have totally done that. Yeah.
That's
amazing woman.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, and then you think, then she wrote all those books.
Oh,
she did, the 14 books that like, she has all different books, but I didn't focus on that.
Right.
She has like plays that she's done her autobiography. This one's amazing.
Oh.
And then on top of that, she's done 39 films.
39?
39.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you think of her music career.
Right.
You think of her acting career. Then she has time to do, the books and all that. So when she got into, it's raining now. Sorry, I just saw the drip of the water outside of the trees.
And it's cold.
It's very cold here. When she actually traveled with what's the gentleman's name? For 2 years, she was with this gentleman, and
what was she doing?
She was singing, and he had a band.
Was that when she did Sentimental Journey?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, because that sounds about right. So she, because it even talks about Sentimental Journey in here. So she toured for 2 years doing all of that, and then she got into that. So this woman, is remarkable. I'm just like I was thinking before we did this. How do you get that all done? She had the one child, so good thing she didn't have tons of children, because she probably couldn't do half.
She would have had to drag them along.
Yeah. So, and then she, in 2011, listen to this, 2011, she released her 29th studio album, My Heart, which contained new material and became the UK top 10 album.
Wow, I've got to hear this. I've got to go.
And then as of 2020, she was one of the 8 recording artists to have been at the top box office earner in the United States for 4 times.
Wow.
And she's the oldest person, they were saying, to put out the album. And then it's still relevant and still, I was listening to a lot of her songs. They're very, I want to say they're like,
lullaby, soft and sexy.
Well, soft and sexy, but
melodic.
You're at the
jazzy.
Well,
jazzy.
she does jazz too, but there's a word for it, people.
What's it?
It's when you're in a club, the club music. There's a word for that club music, where it's very
groovy.
Groovy.
Oh boy, this is a word.
Yeah. People, don't throw tomatoes at the camera, please. No, it's very, it's that club, it's that atmosphere that's sultry, soft, sexy. There's a word for that, but she's,
I don't know. I wasn't with that genre. That age.
Right.
So I don't
but
know.
there's a word for that kind of music, and I can't think of it because Disney, when I worked for Disney, we put out some CDs that had that type of, there's a word and I just can't think of it. It just scrolled right in my head.
If it comes to you,
it'll come to me.
Because now I'm dying.
But so imagine that. So if we scroll back, and then so she discovers she has this amazing voice.
Right.
And then people find out that she's got this amazing voice.
Well, she has a unique voice.
Yeah.
She has a different voice.
Well, I love it because she's got a different voice. It's very clear, but she's very sultry.
Yeah.
I was listening to some of those music,
Really?
and I was like, oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she, I'm trying to think of the ones I was listening to. So if you go to YouTube, and it'll show like 16, it's the one that says her 16 most recognizable ones. And she's, very, very, very sultry. So I can't get stuck because I'm looking at my time. I'm 25 minutes in, and I don't feel like I went very far because she has such an amazing life. Yeah. So we talked about the brothers. So the one brother was actually 2 years old. Sorry, I thought he was only a year old. So he was born in 1917 and died in 1918.
When was she born?
She was born in 1922.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was born before her and died. And then her other one, he was born in 2019, right after that one died. And then he lived to 1957. What's the math on that? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70? No, so 47 maybe. Maybe in his 40s he died.
So sad.
So because of the father's infidelity, the parents separated in 1932 when she was 10. And then in the mid-30s, she formed a dance duo with, that's what I was saying, the Jerry Daughtry, and performed in nationwide competitions. And then that's when, in the infamous days, October 13th of 1937, when she was riding with friends, their car collided with the freight train and broke her. One thing said broke both her legs, but this one says her right leg. And so curtailing her prospects of being a professional dancer. She still danced in the movies, but couldn't do it professionally. Right. So she goes on. She also was recovering from her car accident, she found herself singing along with the radio, it said, and discovered her singing talent. And during the long, boring time, because she's got 3 years that she recovers, she goes, I used it a lot, a way of passing time. And then she would like to sing along with Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, Tommy Dorsey, and Glenn Miller Band, if people know them. But the one person that she absolutely admired was Ella Fitzgerald. Which she had an amazing voice. Yeah. She just loved how she said it was casual yet clean, the way she sang her words. So then they started giving her singing lessons. And that's when this person, Grace, is it Rain or Rainy? That's an E on the end. Rain with an E. I don't know, sometimes they pronounce the E, don't pronounce the E.
I don't know.
So after 3 of those lessons, she's like, oh my God, this gal's got tremendous potential. Wow. So she's actually the one that had the greatest effect on her career for singing. So after 8 months of her receiving her lessons, she secured her first professional singing thing on the radio. Program was Carlin's Carnival. I think I've heard of that, but so then she drew the attention of Barney Rapp, and he was seeking a female vocalist, and he asked her to audition for the job. And there was 200 singers that auditioned. Wow. And she was picked. So then it just kind of goes into, like, here's the sentimental journey. After working with Brown, she recorded her first hit recording, Sentimental Journey. And I should have probably played some of these, but she's got so many songs and so much. It's just so crazy. Les Brown, that's who I was going to say. She went singing with him and his band for nearly 2 years. And she was on the Bob Hope's weekly radio program. But then she did extensively touring around the United States. So it just goes into all of her singing, and then she gets into her, when it talks about how they were so impressed with her. Michael Curtis, I can't pronounce that name. He was one that loved her honesty, her freckles, her fresh look, the girl next door look. Yeah. That's where that all came about. So then it just goes into her being recognized as a comical comedian actress. Her favorite, if she were to say, hey, my favorite movie I did, hers was Calamity Jane. She loved, it's a Western. She
was
loved
that because she
one.
was a tomboy?
Yeah, she felt like that was more her true spirit out of all of the movies that she did.
I'll have to.
She also starred in Alfred Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much. So it was a remake. There was an original one, and that one was a remake.
Okay.
What people really loved her for was The Pillow Talk with Rock Hudson, and they did several movies together because they had such great chemistry.
That play.
So she would go on. She was a box office success from 59 to 68. And then what happens though? So it goes into her different things with her marriages. So what happened with where did page 4 go? So she ended up, I wanted to get to the part where, she was married, like I said, several times. Well, her third husband, so she divorced the two. She stayed married to Martin Melcher until the day he died in 68. But the sad thing was that him and Jerome Bernard Rothenthal had squandered her earnings, leaving her deeply in debt.
That was common, I heard back then.
Yeah. So here, singing, damn it, I mean, she's got all movies. I mean, this woman was one of the most sought after in her time, along with those other greats.
Working her booty off.
Plus a mom.
Yeah.
And then she finds out she's massively in debt.
Yeah.
And the people that she trusted, her advisors.
Yeah.
So she went ahead and sued them.
Rotten.
And she went ahead and sued them. And then, but she also learned, so she loved, this is funny, I found this interesting. So she loves acting. But she found out that she was committed to do this, the Doris Day show.
Right.
She didn't want to be in front of audiences. She didn't want to be like what we're doing.
Right.
She wanted to act. You tell me what to do, what to say, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that just, it just scared her. She's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be on a show.
Yeah.
A Doris Day show,
Right.
So it really panicked her. So she just hated, she used that word, they hated the idea of performing on television, but felt obligated to forge ahead on the series. So the first Doris Day show aired on September 24th of 68.
Okay.
And it featured the famous Sera. So that became her theme song. I loved it. I know.
One of my favorites.
One of my favorites. So that was with CBS. And then she would do other things, like other specials, like the Doris Day Today, different little things in there. I mean, she's got, a rap list that we could be on here for 4 hours. I'm not kidding. So then she's still in court. Yeah, she's still in court trying to get this all solved. And then Rothenthal, he filed a $30 million suit. And it's like, dude, so the guy that screws her over sues her.
Oh.
But the judge is like, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
So it wouldn't be until that happened, like in 69, it wouldn't be like 10 years later until she gets her settlement.
Oh.
So, which, squirrel moment, guess how much she was worth on the day she died?
How much?
$200 million. Wow. $200 million.
That's a lot of millions.
So here this girl is working hard. She was very smart. So we're real estate. She owns Piper Medicine Real Estate, 903 Max Elite. Yeah. So the cool thing with her, she had the savvy
to invest.
And to invest. But her early days with the husband that passed away and the other gentleman, he made her sell at a loss, like some hotels and some prime things, which wasn't true. But she believed in him until she got savvy enough. Most of her, she had a great career, but most of her fortune was in real estate.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Because then she got smart. She diversified. So what do we always say?
Diversify.
Real estate. So diversify. So don't keep all your eggs in one basket, but that really those properties were worth something.
Yeah.
They just said, oh, this doesn't make any money, we need to sell it.
Right. They just wanted the money.
They just wanted the money from her.
They just wanted to spend her money.
Yeah, which really makes me mad.
Like.
That's like, no.
Yeah.
So the great, another great thing about her is while she's doing all these films, you know, you got animals that are in them, horses, dogs, cats.
Animals.
So she was appalled at the way that they used to take care of these animals on set. They were not very kind people, let me tell you. They did not treat them like living things. They would treat them like they're stuffed animals.
Now there's lots of rules.
Now there's rules and laws.
Yeah.
She is the advocate of that. So she's like, if we're using any of these animals, you gotta feed them, wash them, walk them, take care of them, talk to them, do all this stuff. So she actually started a foundation for the wellness of that. So she founded, in 1978, she founded the Dorisday Pet Foundation. It's now the Dorisday Animal Foundation. It's an independent nonprofit. And
Can you imagine being her pet? Like, and she's talking to you with that voice. I'd be the happiest pet in the world. Sorry.
I'll follow you anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no.
Just talk to me, Doris.
Just talk to me, yeah. So she... Yeah, exactly. Well, no, that's I know what you're saying. But no, it's...
If I was a pet.
If a pet, I mean, it's like, you gotta think we're their voice.
That's right.
She's their voice for all these animals.
Such soothing voice.
And I could not soothing, beautiful voice. Couldn't pick a better voice for her to be. And she was also HIV AIDS advocate. And the reason for that was because she loved Rock Hudson.
They were besties.
They had
they
had a bestie until the day he died. Yeah. And she he was even on her show and he was like, look, I'm really bad. But she hugged him and everything, you know. Because she loved the man. You hear she'd had all these movies with them and they connected so well. Yeah. And like you said, they were besties. So she was actually a strong advocate for that as well. So, like I said, this woman is amazing. I mean, it goes in to talk about all the different things that she did on her birthdays and the foundations. If you want to look, I mean, these are like all of the words that she was either nominated or won. And
on the back,
on the back.
I mean, it's endless.
So she won for a Lifetime Achievement Award. Just all these different ones. And I just don't want to take up all the time, but I
just wish I could have met her. She seemed like such
just
a beautiful
so amazing.
soul.
And then
they just don't make them like this anymore, you know?
No. Like, she's actually very much into. At the time, she was the Church of Christ. She was
part of Latter-day Saint
with Christian Science. Christian
that's
Science.
Different. Okay, that's different than Latter-day Saint.
Yeah, different than that. So I forgot to mention that. So she was spiritual in that sense, and then she came back out of. Like she was kind of like when she went to do the TV shows. Yeah, she was already kind of like retired.
Right.
And she's so then they pulled her back out to do that. Yeah. And then so they said she had many pets and she loved to adopt stray animals. She was a lifelong Republican. Says on a rare interview with the Hollywood Reporter on April 4th of 2019. This is right before she died.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The day after her 97th birthday, she talked about her work with her foundation. They asked her to name her favorite movie. She was saying
Calamity Jane. Wow.
She goes, I was such a tomboy growing up. And it was such a fun character to play. And then, of course, she loved the music as well.
I got to watch it. I really got to see.
So other things, let me see on here. Her idol, I spelled that wrong. Why she changed her name. So she always sees, I said she always sees the best in life. Another interesting fact. So when she died, she was like, there's no memorial. There's no funeral. There's no marker on my grid.
No, that's sad.
She didn't want...
No fuss.
No fuss.
That's sad. Because I'm sure that people would like to see,
like to go and, so we don't know where she's resting.
Or just to acknowledge her, you know.
She just didn't, she didn't want that. She was a very humble person. She had a fear of flying.
She did?
Yeah, she was afraid. That was her one fear. When I asked her, what are you afraid of? And she's like, flying. I don't like to fly. And then we already said that she didn't like her goody two-shoes image. Yeah. She didn't like that. So 2 of her quotes, this one you'll find fun. It says, I've never met an animal I didn't like. Aww. And I can't say the same thing about people.
That's right. That's right.
And another one she said, which is she just goes, I'm just tired of being thought of as Miss Goody Two-Shoes, girl next door, Miss Happy-Go-Lucky. Because she, like all of us, you struggled. You struggle, and it's hard to be happy all the time. All the time. Because then people don't understand it when you're not.
Right, true.
And they take it as like a split kind of personality. But to recap, she was just human. Amazing. It makes me want to go back and watch these movies because the snippets that I got, I was like, oh my God, I gotta see her now. Yeah. And then I couldn't remember what her voice was, because back in the day, I love her. I was born in the 60s, but I was trying to remember what her voice was.
You were probably 5 years old, or no,
just a couple years old. 66. I was only
weren't you just
3.
born in 63?
I was just 3. Oh, thank you. Born in 63, people. Sorry, do the math. So I was born in 63.
Yeah, and I was 6. So yeah, I mean.
So we're half apart.
But I didn't catch her till I was older. Either.
Me neither. Like in the 70s.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when she had more that motherly grandma kind of feel. Is when I picked up on her.
Her movies never get old. They're classics. I mean, she's classic.
The guy it's so cute to watch that because he's like, he goes, not like in a stalking way. He goes, he admires her. This gentleman that did this thing about her just admires her so much. He goes, she had such a rare talent about her because
really rare.
Because her, not only she was beautiful on the outside.
Her spirit
on the inside was beautiful.
And it shone through.
And then, she had all this natural talent of singing and dancing and that.
It was sad. Her son died when he was, 62, I think.
Yeah.
Terry, of melanoma, which is kind of close to my heart because I had a brother die of it, and I get skin checks once a year and sometimes more. Melanoma is very serious. Yeah. So that's sad. And now, and then I found out she has a grandson, and he's in real estate.
She has a You're right. Yeah. She has a grandson.
Yeah.
And probably taken over all those assets of hers.
I don't think so. I think it went all to an animal foundation.
I didn't look at that part. I didn't check to see on that. But
I've been away.
Well, I'm sure she well, I'm sure she took the animal. I would think, but
foundation.
No, none of it.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, that's fine.
But he makes he makes his own money. It's interesting looking at his face. You're like, this is the face.
Yeah, there's a picture, I think.
This is the face of her grandson. Yeah. Of Doris Day, who you love. So whenever I research my people, I love seeing the family lineage, is that how you say it?
I normally do that, but I didn't get to do it on this one.
I love seeing
I did have a
Did they have children? Who had children? Then did they have grandchildren? Then who had then did the grandchildren have children? And what did they look like? Did they look anything like the family? And it's fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I just am big on lineage. So.
No. It's all good.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, there was shoot, something else I was gonna scroll off and mention.
I interrupted you.
No. That's it had to do with I think with the whole
quotes. Where's our quotes? Oh, I have.
You've got the quotes. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what that was. It was something to do with her. I don't know, people.
Well, you did a fantastic job.
Well, I did. I apologize because I feel like I didn't give her proper due because I didn't do how I normally do. So I
think you did a fantastic job.
But she's amazing.
What's that word?
Don't bash myself.
Negate yourself.
Negate yourself.
What is that? There's another word.
Well, I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's just that it's, we do this because it's so...
Because
it's so inspiring.
I
mean, really again, you go back through their life. Here she had the perfect car accident, and she scrolled over here.
She had to overcome those obstacles.
And then she had that husband that she divorced that tried to kill her and her unborn child.
We make choices in life, and she kept trying to do the best she could, and she did the best she could.
Yeah.
And she had to overcome that lawsuit and the people stealing her money and, doing her wrong and she just kept going.
Yeah.
That's what life is about. You don't just fold in. You got to come out and be the phoenix.
Yeah. Well, and then I one day I'll probably do Juan Gabriel, and he was actually thrown into jail for something he didn't do.
Oh, we'll have to. Yeah.
But it was cool.
To put him on
it was cool because that's actually how he ended up getting spotted.
Was from
in jail.
Really? You are
so the good.
Wait, did they say you're gorgeous or what? Or
he was a good looking man.
Yeah. Was he in America in jail?
No,
we'll have to tell you.
He's Mexican, so yeah.
Nice.
But we'll do Juan Gabriel because that man he wrote all of his own songs.
Oh, really?
Over 1,000 songs.
Oh my God. We have so many people to cover.
Yeah. So
this is why we do this. You did fantastic.
It inspires me to think of how much more good you can do in the world.
That's right.
And to overcome this is what we're trying to teach the kids of today. It's like overcome the small stuff. Don't let the small stuff define you.
Sharing with them. I don't know if we actually get to teach them, but we try. But share. We share stories so that they can be inspired and not give up. And one of our quotes today is, be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what
Doris was all about.
And then life is about moving on, accepting changes, and looking forward to what makes you stronger and more complete.
Yeah.
Doris Day.
Doris Day. She was amazing. And I can't think of anything else.
If you guys want to get a hold of us, you can email us at coffeeandapodcast with the number 3. We're going to get that little sticker.
Oh, I know. I got to do that. At gmail.com.
At Gmail.
No one's stopped.
I Gmailed you. Anyway.
That doesn't count, people.
Thank you so much for listening and have a good day. And we hope you had a nice Mother's Day.
Oh,
we did.
Yes, we did. So
I did too.
Alrighty, so be good to yourself.
Be kind to everyone.
And have a great...
you can.
Yeah.
There's always exceptions.
Breathe through the grin.
Thank you for listening.
All right, ciao.